described Interstellar as a love story above all else.
Yes.
Presumably between a father and his daughter. Is that what you responded to most strongly in the script?
Definitely. When I first read the script, yes, it's a action-adventure, visually stunning, thrilling, space exploration film. But at the core of it, it's about the powerful bonds of love. And it's about a father and daughter. And that intimacy of that relationship can be taken out and put in any setting. It doesn't necessarily have to be space exploration. But at space, that's what the film is about.
This film conveys some big ideas about gravity and the theory of relativity and time travel and wormholes. Are you a science nut? Did you understand everything as you read it, or did you need a little bit of hand-holding?
When I first read the script, I was like, how am I going to play this part? Because this is very different from what I understand. Thank goodness we had executive producer is Kip Thorne.
Right.
He's a leading theoretical physicist.
Right.
I got to talk to him, ask him questions. I made sure that anytime I had to say something, I understood what it meant, what I was talking about. Because as an actor, you can't fake that. But I also gave myself permission to be like, I don't have to understand what the equation means exactly.
Right.
Because how could I unless it was my life's work?
True.
I can just act it.
Sure. Sure. Now, it's no secret that this was a tough film to make.
Yeah.
You shot in dust storms and smoke fumes. You know, you've also said that you felt a lot of pressure to not let Chris down.
Yeah.
To not be the one who lets Chris Nolan down. Can you talk about what it is about him that inspires that kind of commitment and that kind of just dedication from his team?
He doesn't ask anything of anyone that he doesn't give himself. So when you're working with someone who is constantly on the move, he's not just sitting in a chair at a monitor, relaxing, directing a film. He's there. He's on his feet all day. It inspires you. Like, you feel guilty sitting down because you're like, Chris isn't sitting down. I shouldn't. And he's got that endless energy and drive that really propels you forward.
Did making this film change your own feelings philosophically or spiritually?
I think it coincided more with my feelings spiritually. You know, my character, I play this astrophysicist, and she's dealing with the agricultural crisis on Earth.
Right.
And she's using physics to hide from love and to hide from emotions because she's been so terribly hurt. But the longer she does that, the longer she's working on her theories, she comes to realize that love is something that never goes away and that it stays with you. And even if someone leaves you, it doesn't mean they're gone.
Right.
And that definitely coincides with what I believe.
What's the conversation that you're hoping this film will inspire?
Chris told me that, I know he said that when he was 7 years old, he went to Leicester Square and he watched 2001: Space Odyssey. And from that, he wanted to be an astronaut. We didn't, the people I grew up with, we never really talked about wanting to be an astronaut. It wasn't part of the conversation anymore. But how great would it be if there was a 7-year-old kid who went and saw Interstellar and they walk out of the film and they say, I'm going to be an astronaut.
Sure.
How beautiful would that be?
Sure. Finally, what for you was the most challenging part about making this movie? Was it the wrapping your head around the science part, or was it the physical challenges involved?
To be honest, actually it was neither. The hardest part for me is that my character isolates herself, right? And that was kind of lonely. And I like to be around people and part of the group, and that was the lonely part. I loved everything else. The practical sets, they grew 500 acres of corn.
Right.
The dust being chucked at my head, I didn't mind any of it. I loved it.
Interstellar stars did spacesuits for designer wear for the film's transatlantic premieres, led by Matthew McConaughey, who welcomed his leading ladies to its London premiere. If Anne Hathaway wowed in this black and gold West Gordon dress, then Jessica Chastain looked peachy in this Saint Laurent.
I'm nervous. I have butterflies right now.
But the ladies reserved their daring best for their Hollywood appearance. Jessica wore a Givenchy couture gown with a dangerously low back and lace underlay. Sexy and chic at a go. And Anne slipped into a Richard Nicole blue silk Biscani-style maxi with that plunging neckline. But Matthew stole the attention with his wife Camilla Alves looking stunning in a strapless luminescent gunmetal gown by his side. You can catch the stellar cast of Interstellar once the Space Odyssey drama opens in cinemas on the 7th of November.
We're here. Want to get down fast, don't we?
Actually, we want to get there in one piece.
Hang on.
When we got this far, farther than any human in history.
Well, not far enough. Make it count.
Where's the mountains?
Those aren't mountains. They're waves.
We're not gonna make it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You might have to decide between seeing your children again and the future of the human race.
We'll find a way.